Live, and we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Fighters Lounge at MMA Davao. This is Doc Vince, where we spotlight some of the most exciting names in the world of MMA, martial arts, amateur, be it amateur or professionals. And today we're going to feature one of the most exciting names in the locality. Today we have an extraordinary guest. His name is George Vong, otherwise known as the Phoenix, but in the Philippines he got another name, and we could ask him about that later on. He has made waves in the amateur Filipino MMA scene, more so in the South Philippines. George has an impressive record of defeating all his Filipino opponents in Bukidnon and Davao City amateur fights, and his dominance in the local circuit has garnered attention. And he's a fighter who has demonstrated exceptional skill, strategy, and resilience inside the cage. In this episode, we'll dive into his journey from his roots in the UK to becoming a standout competitor in the Philippines. From the bustling city of Davao to the quieter setting of Valencia. They just had a fight recently, Road to Glory. I hope I got it right. In Valencia, Bukidnon, George has fought and won in different arenas, proving his versatility and adaptability. Adaptability. Today, we'll learn more about what drives him and what's next in his fighting career. And I guess it's time.
Now, for those in attendance watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time!
Hey, George, how are you?
Hello. Yeah, hi Vince. I'm good. I'm good.
Where are you at right now?
I'm back in Malaysia now.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go straight ahead. Maybe let's do this first. Give us
Yep.
a
Yep.
brief introduction about yourself, uh,
Yep.
your background, who are you, and what you have been doing lately.
Sorry. Me. Yeah. Sorry. Just can't hear you properly just now. Background about myself.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And
So
what have you been doing lately?
I recently moved to Malaysia like a year ago with my wife, just because she wanted a more relaxed lifestyle away from Hong Kong because it's very busy and stressful. Yeah. So yeah,
Hey,
I've been training for. Yep. Sorry.
go ahead, please.
Oh yeah, I've been training over 7 years now in MMA, and I think I jumped into like everything at the same time. But I've been doing mostly kickboxing the past few years. Yeah, but I have been training grappling also. Yeah.
Yep. Can you tell me or tell us about your journey into mixed martial arts? How you started and what inspired you to start training and really going into it and competing in MMA.
Okay. Okay. Um, it's kind of an accident. I was a personal trainer. I was a personal trainer at a gym, and the gym closed down. So then
Mm.
I had another friend who opened an MMA gym, and he asked me to just give it a go, try and work in the gym, be like a personal trainer, lifting weights, and teach some fitness classes. But the business wasn't like it wasn't so busy. So whenever I had free time, I just joined
Mm.
the kickboxing class or the jiu-jitsu class in the gym while I was at work. So I just accidentally trained, 3 times a day for 1 year, and eventually I became like, yeah.
But did you have any background in martial arts when you were young? Like you got boxing or you do
Uh,
kickboxing or kung fu or karate?
I did like 1 month here, 1 month there, but I never really stuck to it. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I think Asian family not supportive with this kind of thing, so I just yeah didn't
Oh,
really continue. Yeah.
that's kind of strange. Asian families that not supported. supportive of this kind of thing? MMA?
Like martial arts.
No.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I started MMA when I was
Uh-huh.
31.
What, 31 years old? 3-1 or
Yes,
21?
31.
How old are you?
I'm 38. I'll be 39 very soon.
Dude, you look so
Yeah.
young. I
Oh, thank
guess
you, thank you. Yeah. So maybe
that's
seven
what.
and a half years I've been training now.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's our I guess secret among Asians. We have a fountain of youth. So what brought you in the Philippines, bro? And how did you decide to fight in places like Davao City and Valencia, Bukidnon?
I had a friend in Hong Kong. He fought actually, I think maybe 1 or 2 years before me.
Mm.
And one day he couldn't. They invited him to go to Davao City to fight, I think, and then he was busy or something. He couldn't go, so he introduced it to me, and then I went there and fought. And after the first time, they invited me the second time and the third time, and yeah, now I fought 3 times in Davao City.
Oh, nice. And how has the experience in competing specifically in Davao or in the Philippines differed from what you might have expected? Did you have any expectations when you got there in Davao?
Uh I didn't know what to expect, but I like going to Davao to fight because I think it's the biggest audience I fight in front of is in Philippines. Yeah,
Oh,
where it's like easily over 1,000 people watching me fight, and I think
mm,
it's more exciting when there's a big audience.
right. Have
Yeah.
you tried fighting in Manila or Luzon?
Uh, I asked a few people, but I didn't get anything back yet. So, and maybe in the future, yeah, I would like to, yeah.
And how many fights did you had in Davao, or should I say in the Philippines?
Just three, just three. Yeah, all in
And
Davao.
all in Davao and Valencia, Bukidnon. What and on all of those three fights, what has been the toughest fight on your career so far, and any learnings from that?
Uh, Toughest fight in my career, I don't know because there's a few like very tough fights.
Mm,
Yeah. Maybe the toughest fight is in Hong Kong because they take down a lot more. So maybe like I need to scramble and I need to like really um use all my energy to defend the takedown, and they take me down
mm.
and get back up. So I think that's like uh probably the most difficult fight I've had. Yeah.
And I see that you're mostly a striker. Am I correct? You prefer standing up.
Yes, I do because partly it's because of the audience. I like to show the audience more striking and show them a
Mm,
more exciting fight, and
right.
also because when COVID first started, um, it was easier for me to do striking competitions,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
grappling is like harder to do during COVID. Yeah, so
I
yeah,
know.
so I became a
It
striker because of that.
there's a name that they used in the Philippines when you're there, the past three fights of yours.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And maybe you could tell me more about that, and why do you think they call you that name, robot?
Ah, well, I've been told that it's because I have no emotion when I fight. Someone
Hmm.
punched me in the face. It's a big punch, but my face is like the same. Yeah, so that's why they call me the robot, I think.
I've talked to one of those promoters of yours, and
Yeah,
he's there in Valencia, and that was like a week ago before the fight, and they
yeah,
told me
yeah.
that um, when you get a punch, you rarely had to change your face, and it seems that you're like a cyborg who just keep on absorbing the fight, but not
Um,
really, or the punches rather, but not really getting affected. Is that true, or you just try to cover it? That okay, I don't feel anything, and then I'll
yeah,
just move
I
forward because I see you when you fight, bro. You keep
yeah,
on
yeah,
moving forward, pushing like your opponent.
yeah. No, I actually don't feel a lot of pain during the fight. I feel it like a few hours after the fight, I feel pain, but during the
Mm.
fight, I don't feel the pain much. I think it's because I had a lot of kickboxing fights, and it all adds together, and I kind of like maybe it's painful, but my brain don't believe it's painful. Like,
Mm.
if that makes
Mm.
sense. Yeah,
Yes, it
because
does. It does really make sense. Uh,
yeah,
Talking about kickboxing, how many kickboxing fights did you had, and how did you
I
start with kickboxing, and where did
I
you
think
compete?
yeah, I think I have like 20. Um, in mostly in I think yeah, mostly in Hong Kong. Mostly in Hong Kong.
Mm. And those are amateur or professional fights in kickboxing?
Um, Mostly amateur, but I had a few like under professional rules in
Mm.
kickboxing. Yeah.
And this is the other thing. What challenges, or did you have any challenges fighting as a foreigner in the Filipino MMA scene? So we're looking at it on a bigger scale, not just on
Mm.
your opponents, but going to a new
Yeah, yeah,
backyard, which is not yours, because you've been fighting in Hong Kong a
yeah,
lot of times. I don't know
yeah,
how big it is or how small it is, but going to a foreign land
yeah.
down in the south. So
It's very
any
tough.
go ahead, please.
Yeah, it's very hard because number one is the weight cut. You know, you
Mm.
lose maybe 5 kg or 6 kg, and then you have to go to the airport and change flights. You know, because there's no direct flights to Davao.
Yeah,
Um,
right, right,
I
right.
need to fly to Manila or fly somewhere else and wait 5 hours for the next plane to fly to Davao.
Mm.
And then I got to get in the car, and the guy drives 4 hours for me to reach the actual place.
I know.
Yeah, and then the weigh in is the next day.
Uh-huh.
It's tough. Yeah,
In terms of the crowd, how is the crowd accepting you, bro?
I,
Isn't there like something like, oh, he's a foreigner, blah blah blah, so and so,
I don't
or
know, but
negative feedback or positive or what?
it feels nice. Like everyone is very excited when I fight. I think the Filipinos like they enjoy fighting more. So it feels nice after the fight. Everyone wants to take picture with me and the other fighters. So yeah, it feels very welcoming.
I don't know. Let's go to training and preparation. You're into
Yeah,
fitness anyway, and you have
yeah,
that's one of the things that some of the combat sports lately has been focusing on, which is fitness, weight training,
yep,
whatever
yep,
that may be. But
yep,
you, I guess that's where your background is. And then
yep.
maybe you could talk to us about your preparation during the fights. How do you prepare for a fight? And can you walk us through your training or routine?
Yeah. So the past 2 years I've not been training that much because I need to work and struggling to make money
Mm.
and but yeah, past few months I've been getting the training back on quite regularly, like maybe twice a day. The day I do mostly by myself. I try to run maybe around an hour um, in the morning, and then I just do some shadow boxing and hit the bag, push up, sit ups, and that's basically it during the day. And at night I'll do some grappling, either wrestling or jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
Pre-fight training in your preparation on your latest fight against
Ah,
Calibre. So
actually,
what did you do?
I did the same as I always do because I have the I plan to fight like every 1 or 2 months. So um, whoever I fight, there
Mm.
should be a fight soon anyway. So um, I just train like I normally train.
Right.
I don't try to stress myself out too much because if I watch the video of my opponent and he's good, I'll get stressed. So I
Mm.
just expect it to be a hard fight, and I just do like my normal training. I do my cardio. I hit the bag.
Right.
Um, yeah, and I only do light sparring. I prefer to only do light sparring. Never punch
Mm.
or punch. I try to um, in training to don't hit hard. Yeah.
Right. It's like a what I call a play spar, soft spar.
Yeah, just
So
really just
not
touching the
nothing heavy.
and the guy just touching me and just like
Right.
because I try to fight every month, so
Mm,
that competition every month should be enough for you to get ready for the next fight. Yeah,
yes, and you got to be careful of your health, and you
yeah,
don't want to get those brain concussions during training. You would rather have those when you were
yes,
fighting, like you know,
yep,
on a real amateur or professional fight.
yeah.
And talking about professional fight, you did have one. Talk us through about that.
In MMA, yes, I have one professional fight. I fought in Taiwan. It was a nice event. They did a good job. Um, I lost second round TKO. Yeah, I didn't perform. Like, I didn't prepare too well for that fight. Um, because I had an injury like maybe 6 weeks before the fight.
Mm.
I thought I recovered from the injury, but it was bothering me at the beginning of the fight. But yeah, there's no excuses. My opponent won like fair and square, so
Mm-hmm.
nothing bad
Mm.
to say about it.
You have any memorable moments from your fights in the Philippines, in Davao?
Memorable moments. They're all pretty memorable. Um, they like to eat chicken a lot in Philippines. Yeah, it's
Did,
good. The food is good, but it's
uh,
chicken 3 times a day.
okay. I guess that was the fighter's meal that they gave you.
I I don't know. Like people enjoy chicken, right? A lot in
Right.
the Philippines. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what do you think really sets you apart in terms of you as a fighter in the amateur scene? What's your X factor? Right? What do you think?
Um. The, I think there's a lot of good fighters. Like there's nothing really special about me. I'm just like I just happen to have a few wins in a row, but I don't see myself as anything special. I just try to like do all my training and get everything.
Mm.
Uh, yeah, get everything done. You know, the running, the weight training, uh, jiu-jitsu, wrestling. Yeah. Um, the one thing is maybe I fight with my hands down.
Yes,
Yes.
that's the thing. I've noticed that you keep up when you have those fights. I don't
Yeah.
see your hands up there. It's like hands down. It's like
Yeah.
okay, what's going
Yeah.
on with that?
Well,
What's the secret? What's the technique or what's the
uh,
strategy?
well, I, I I think after uh, my second fight is a kickboxing fight, and
Uh,
after the first round, I feel my shoulders very tired because I was fighting with my. I tried to fight with
oh,
my hands up and keep punching, and the
right,
second round, my shoulder just like so. Maybe there's so much
stiff.
lactic acid. I couldn't lift my hands up. Uh,
Mm,
I just won the fight with. I think I had more muscle than the guy. I was stronger than him, so I was punching more, and he was moving backwards. But I didn't feel my reaction was good. I was not even looking where I was punching. I was just like winning because I was stronger. Yeah. After
mm.
that, I adapted the way I spar. I just tried to try a few things out, and yeah, I watched a lot of other fighters, and there's a lot of MMA guys who can fight like fairly well with their hands like quite low.
Mm-hmm.
Try to copy of people and
Yeah. There are
yeah,
two fighters, maybe three. I
yep,
know, local scene and international.
yep,
One is Lyoto Machida. Usually he stands down,
yeah,
typical karate stance.
yeah,
For our local scene, we have our own Dr. Angelito Manguray. I don't know if you heard about him, but when he fights, his hands are all the way down, and but he's really fast.
yep,
Also, a former PXC champ used to be a boxer, and that's the thing. Like he's a boxer. We were thinking that his hands is all the way up,
yep,
but his hands rather are down. The thing
yeah,
is like you if your hands are down, it's like you are e- adaptable to that, and you could perform better, that's your style, bro. Um, Going back to this one, I know I asked about professional fights. Are you
Yep.
looking into going back into professional fights or
Yep.
having a record yet on the amateur, be it kickboxing or
Uh,
MMA, before going up there
no,
in professional?
I would like to have another professional MMA fight like within next few months. I think.
Mm.
Uh, yeah, maybe I'll try to do like two this year, two or three. Yeah, professional MMA fights and see how I go. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm not young anymore. I can't
No.
uh fight amateur all the time. I want to get more professional fights before I retire.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
You may look young, but your age not young, body's not young. You got to do
yeah,
something like sooner, right, for to be a professional fighter.
yeah. I
And
still feel young, but
no,
uh,
that's
yeah,
good.
I don't know.
It,
In
we,
2 years time, I don't know.
yeah, it always feels like that. I'm more than 50 years old. I feel young, but when I wake up in the morning,
Yeah,
everything hurts.
yeah, yeah.
But
And
it
it's five
is what
minute
it is. Now,
professional MMA is 5 minute rounds.
I know.
So now
And
I can, but I don't know. 2 years later, maybe I not perform so well doing 5 minute
mm,
rounds.
mm,
So I'd like to do it. Do more of
sooner.
these.
I got one more question for you, George, and I thank you for being here, taking up this, invite for a short notice. And man, great respects to you. What advice would you give to young fighters who are just starting their journey in martial arts, specifically in MMA? And after this, I'm gonna give you the whole screen, give a shout out, invite people to your social media, or
Yep.
your business. I don't know what your business is, but if you do have one, promote it, and the
Uh,
space is yours. Go ahead, bro.
yeah. It just my advice is get ready for a lot of hard work and a lot of people criticizing you because MMA is very tough. You got to learn striking, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu, and you're gonna lose a lot of fights against like people who purely do jiu-jitsu in jiu-jitsu competition. You do kickboxing competition, people are going to be much better than you if they train the same amount of time. Um, yeah, so just get ready for failure. I think in MMA, like you experience a lot of failure before you reach success.
Shout out to anyone.
Um, it's like so sudden. I mean, I want to thank everyone who supported me in Hong Kong and Malaysia and the Philippines. All my friends, coaches, training partners. Just want to thank everyone, all the audience. Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
My last thing is, other than mixed martial arts, what any businesses? What have you been doing on the side?
Yeah, so I opened a gym a couple months ago
Hmm.
in Malaysia. Yeah,
Then
so it's
promote your gym.
yeah we,
What's
we
the
try to
name? Yeah, what's the name of the gym? Where is it located at?
it,
And yeah, go ahead, please.
it's called Firebird Fitness. Yeah, Firebird because my name is Phoenix, but there's another gym that took that name in Malaysia, so I
Mm.
just use Firebird because it's similar. Yeah,
It's symbolic for you when the word Phoenix. That's a
um
that has a huge meaning for you.
a little bit, but it's also the name of the gym I started MMA in. It was called Phoenix, so I
Oh,
used the gym name to be my fight name. Yeah.
there you go. Take doing things in Thailand when you fight, you
Yeah,
represent the gym and you
yeah,
use the name of the gym.
yes.
Again, yeah, go ahead. Anything more? Go ahead, please. You want to say
Uh,
something?
oh, no, I just wanted to say, uh, yeah, my gym is in KL in Malaysia. Yeah,
Okay, in Kuala
I
Lumpur.
kickboxing, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu. Yeah, I just started recently. Just seeing how it goes. Yeah.
Cool. Uh, since we don't have much time, I thank you for that. And we could
Okay, okay.
talk more about your gym and we
Yep.
could promote your gym. And from there, George, thank you so much for
Okay.
sharing your incredible journey and insights with us today here in Fighters Lounge MMA Davao. And your story that of determination, success in the Filipino MMA scene,
Yep. I would
especially
like.
down in the South, is really truly inspiring, bro. And we're excited to see where your career in MMA takes takes you next. Maybe in TFC Thailand Championship with Will Choke. I know Will. I could contact him if you want to fight there,
Great. Yeah, I would like to
or
find more.
yeah, or one championship. I hope you get there, and
Uh,
maybe
yeah.
UFC, and
I'm too
hope
old now.
and hope to
Honestly,
have you back in the Fighters Lounge anytime. Because, bro, George, you're welcome here. And if you want to promote something, let us know. And for those audience that we have, make sure to follow the Fighters Lounge for more exclusive interviews with top fighters like George. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, George, if you could share your business here, we would be able to promote it. I'm gonna put it right down there in our description box. Thank you, sir. You have a great evening there in Malaysia and
okay.
stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You have a great night.
Thank you. Good night.